it's really a good time to finally admit that not only does many Western game developers have either gone crazy or been stupid, but even losing their own reputation, even though they used to create very good and popular past game works. And hello there, how's it there? Ame Gakita there. So obviously we are going to talk about some game developer who are also known for their past work, but also at the same time we are going to talk about about the current era game developer are kind of like starting to lose either their mind or just going with the idea of like work this, work that, or whatever BS along the line. Like, dude, I've been over this like who know how long when, but then again, considering that now even like David Jaffe also stepped into this fray, into the arena, to the battlefield. Yeah, definitely not a good thing. You know, all good sign. More so, it's actually not actually against the one that he's criticizing, but actually more on him himself. So, putting into simple content, Vara, one of the online vocal critics and a big time gamers as well, had actually go on a kind of like a simple rap where she talk about things that she want to call out, like those basically the game developer or the game creator or the game director, where they kind of like say things that sometimes you be like either miss it or they really need to be careful with the thing they say because they are the developer of the game. So sometimes when one of the developers says something like they hate white guys, yeah, not good for the game when the game actually do include some white guys, right? So it kind of like show that some of the gamers, the game developer are actually kind of like being racist in their own mind. So when you have these kind of people working in games, you will be like wondering like, should we play the game when the person is releasing a game that contains some form of racism elemental in it? So it's really kind of like back to the question like, should we play the game or should we not play the game even if the game is good or not? So in this current era where we kind of like calling out those kind of problematic games, we do actually not just saying up the game but the developer themselves. So one of the person that got called up also was David Jaffe, who is, in case anyone do not know, just do a little bit of research, you will understand that he is well known for Twisted Metal and God of War. God of War series, everyone who know about the God of War, the one of the great, what was the thing again? Sparta warrior hero, what you want to call it, and then go around killing all the god, and then he go to another the Ragnarok and go around killing a few god along the line. So yeah. So the thing is, right, Twisted Metal and it's actually one of the games that I used to play back in the days. It's actually basically a combat racing game where you kind of like go around using your card, a racing game card, and you just ram your enemy into something or some sort of combat along the line. It's a very old game to be accepted, but it is one of the popular game back in the days. So when you have, but he's mostly known for God of War, so you can't really like say along the line. But the thing is, right, when you have the God of War director himself blaming YouTube Griever for killing Dragon Age, yeah, the thing is, right, we are not really saying like game is bad. We are just saying like when you add crazy ideology, politics, agenda or whatever BS into the game, obviously gamers unhappy. Normally when we play game, it's not like we're gonna say like, oh, it feels realistic because of the politics of the this and that along the line. It's actually more so on the part that do we really want this kind of thing in the game itself? So when you have this kind of like people going around talking about it, obviously we can understand that sometimes we do not accept criticism. Actually, most of for me, I don't work in gaming industry, but I do know a lot of it, considering that I have asked game studio back in my days. Considering that I used to study game development, I do have the certificate to prove it. So the thing is, right, understanding game is really not an easy task. Like there is like the publisher side, there is the producer side, there is the director side, there is the art side, there is the programmer side. There is a lot of things in play that often more than not you'll be wondering like how is it one person coordinating all together like a conductor in the opera trying to make every music into a one great music for the audience. So for the director, I can understand his point of view of like saying that it's not an easy task to create a game, but you do not go around attacking people because of their gender. I mean, like, thing is, right, sometimes in this current era where it's already like everything is easily spread on the internet, what you say can affect your reputation, and it's really kind of like something that we really have to call even like the game developer regardless, like seriously, regardless of whether their reputation in past were including like God of War and whatsoever. So the thing is, right, it doesn't end well for him, considering at the moment he said, oh, you're threaty or whatever. Dude, people is already kind of like very pissed off at a lot of game developer with a whole heartily moment where once you mention like work or whatever, they will just believe that you are just being pure evil. And he's not even like the only one that go around like attacking people, because there is actually another people Hansen, the one of the developer for Obsidian, another game, also being called out. I mean, like, if you guys want to know more, go and check MassJT-san video. He's talk about more about him. But the thing is, right, when you have really like game developer going, like a lot of people going around attacking people and say that even if the room is, even if they say the rumor is that he hate gamers, or rumor that he's pure evil, or rumor that he's saying that he hate white guys, yeah, people are just gonna suck it out and take it as face value without even verifying the truth or not. And this one thing is that we are really in the era where you say you're a game developer, people are gonna hate you with a whole full heart. I don't understand why. I mean, like, it used to be a moment where you create a game, people like the game, people respect you. But now with every one of them, mostly on the Western side, not saying on any other, it's like many of those, I'm saying with those problematic one, when most of them are actually go with the idea saying that, hey, we don't like gamers, or we want to charge more for gamer, we want to take out every single penny of the gamer, or gamers don't even understand what they want. Yeah, it's kind of like weird, right? When you start attacking people overly. I mean, like, game is always a moment where it should be free from politics and what's not. I mean, like, sure, you want to add politics to the thing, but you don't really like refer it 1:1. You don't go around saying like, hey, this is that, this whatever. I mean, like, you can look at, like, let's say use one of the game that that always trying to have a little bit of politics in the game, but not fully. It is basically like Persona 5, one of the all-time game. If you look at it, there is a moment when there is like within like the politics within the school itself, where the principal is actually a bad guy as well, because he love to do a lot of politics and what's not. Or maybe like the end game boss, where he's basically going around using like, hey, I want to be a politic man, I want to rule over the Japan along the line, and we end up defeating him. So the thing is, right, you want to highlight, if you want to edit politics, you want to make sure that the politics is really something that everyone can accept. But because like the final boss in Persona 5, where basically that is against the principle of controlling, like where he's trying to control the whole human, and people don't like that because people love freedom. Yeah, you kind of like knew the idea that, hey, maybe we can understand why sometimes why people hate the government is that we are attacking it for the things they are did wrong. So in a way, calling out people for what they did morally wrong is right, because we don't really go and saying hey, just because you are a game developer and you say that, hey, all black is white, or what all white is black, whatever. Like right now, it's really in the era where everything is just about racism, whether we all like it or not. Yeah, it's really kind of like start to be a problem nowadays, considering that even like someone just going around saying that anti-woke mean anti-gay, or come up with their obligate whatsoever along the line, and having a meltdown along the line. It's just really in an era where I don't think it's fair to just saying that game developer are also human. I used to give a lot of the benefit of doubt to game developer, because I know how hard it is. But when you kind of like add in your take, you are technically open for criticism. So even I myself, when I kind of like do a lot of random chat, where I talk about a lot of stuff, even if I say, even with the word, it's just a random chat, a lot of people need to understand that there is a problem with the word itself is that sometimes what I say may end up not being agreeable by many people, and I stand behind that because there is something called many perspective to many side of the coin. It's not like you throw one dice, everyone is looking at whichever number that is shown. There is the top, there is the for all four sides. But the one thing that I always call out is always the bottom side, the one that is hidden from the public. So the thing is, right, it's really one of the moment where we have to look carefully at all the things. And if we really deciding that they should be called out, then obviously it should be. Even if they end up trying to slander people over it. Yeah, the thing is, right now, like I mentioned, it's already like we are in an era where internet really spread very fast, and anyone who talk badly about others will get attacked, but even more so if they are game developer. So at this point of time, it's really one of the moment where if they claim they are game developer or they are game director or whatever, and their take is not agreeable by majority of the public, it really kind of like just boil down to the moment that why, number one, they are not working in this industry, and number two, if you don't like it, don't go and look at it. It's like just don't even reply to it. That's like the best way to go. But I guess we are really in the era where everyone just want to talk about it. Even I myself try to avoid this kind of topic again and again. It's like it's game developer situation every single time. Even if I'm not tired, I think most of my viewers are gonna be tired of hearing me saying the same thing. Is that it's fine to talk about it, but the moment you add agenda, propaganda, or ideology to the topic, it's really kind of like mess people's mind. People aren't gonna be happy about it. If they feel they're happy about it, then good for them. But again, the one thing is, right, it is gonna backfire on them. It is going to cause problem for them. More so, it's kind of even more concerning that even now, like many of the game developers are now going through some sort of like the wheel of profit with the DI training or whatever want to be BS that is. Yeah, I'm not very concerned like why is there such a training, and I'm very concerned as well about the part that is that one of the reasons why that many of the game developer or game thing or the game creator are running crazy in the mind. I guess really like they say like go broke, right? I think like learning DI is gonna be a moment like learning DI be crazy. I don't know what's the new phrase. Maybe someone can come up with a better phrase. But at the end of the day, it's just a speculative thought. It's just a random chat. I'm not going around wanting to attack game developer. Like, I don't really like it. But with how many of them going crazy at this point, like going around attacking gamers when they are legit your customer, yeah, not looking good, right? But anyway, whether you agree or disagree, whether you have your own point of view, your opinion or whatsoever, right in the comment section below, we can discuss it further. If not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about the stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense. But hopefully I'm not crazy enough to talk about some random thing as well. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye!